Hey guys, it's Will once again. This is the second part of my slab collection. I think there's over probably yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably about over 200 slabs here, so I've already picked out 25 and a little bonus to show you guys. So it's gonna be a long ride if you guys want to watch these videos. So let's get started before time goes a popping. Starting off with a Charizard V, which I got from a Charizard UPC. This is the only card that got the PSA 9, and the other ones from that 3-card set actually got a PSA 10. So, yeah, it looked pretty alright. I guess it was a little bit off center, so it makes sense. Then we have a Lapras from the Fossil set. As you can see, there's that shiny sparkles right there, but I guess what really left it back was the print lines that it has in there, as you can see. The back looks pretty okay. And next, Dork Alakazam from the Team Rocket set. This is the first set that they actually introduced the Cosmos Holofoil pattern. As you can see, this is a PSA 9. I think I pulled this bad boy. Then we got Dark Slowbro in a PSA 9. Cosmos Holofoil were pretty common in the old school Japanese set, so I'm not exactly sure why the English sets went for the Cosmos Holofoil. I would have preferred the Sparkly, actually, but it is what it is. Oh, next card is Blaine's Arcanine from Gym Challenge. Beautiful looking card. You could find this card in theme decks and such. I think I pulled it off a pack, if I recall correctly. And Venusaur, Erica's Venusaur from Gym Challenge also. As you can see, it's got a nice little swirly right there. PSA 9. Beautiful looking condition card. I mean, I can understand it's got like a little whitening on the bottom as to why, and it's got like a little print line around there that's not too visible. Next card is Wigglytuff, Wigglytuff EX from EX Hidden Legends. The booster box for these cards is very freaking expensive and quite rare. It's difficult to find it nowadays. I traded for this card. I think it was a Dragonite card that I traded for this bad boy, along with the gentleman traded me another 2 cards for the, I think it was a Game Boy Dragonite that I sold to him or traded money, such. Next card is Xerneas EX from the XY era. I think this is from the first XY set. This is Mint 9. This card I got from a collection, actually. I can see why it's Mint 9. It's got a little bit of a whitening on the back and such. Next card I actually pulled, which was Evolution's Charizard back in 2016. As you can see, the PSA slabs changed over time, so this is one of the oldest slabs that I have available in my collection. So, sparkly, sparkly. And there's the back. 10s are very limited in this card, and they're very difficult to grade. So yeah, I bought a whole bunch of booster boxes of these, and I opened a lot of evolutions. It's pretty crazy how much the booster boxes go for nowadays. Next card is Charizard EX from the same set, Evolutions. This is a Mint 9, same thing. One of the older cards that I have in my collection. Next card is one of my favorites, even though Charizard is not really my favorite Pokemon, but here it is, a Dark Charizard with a nice little swirly right there and a 8.5. I bought this card like a few months back, or probably up to a year back. It's 8.5. The 8.5 grade isn't too often to come by, so it's pretty nice looking. Magneton from the base set. This is Shadowless base set, as you can see. I think it must have some, yes, has some scratches on the hollow, as I recall, and you can see why it's a PSA 8. Let's move on to Haunter from the Fossil set. As you can see, it's got a little bit of scratches and print lines on the hollow itself. You can see it running through there. And this is what the back looks like. Back is kind of clean. It's got a little bit of whitening here and there, but there it is. Next is Chansey from base set 2. Chansey is actually one of the harder cards to grade because these print lines. And the PSA 10 copies go for quite a bit, especially the first edition Shadowless ones. So, yeah, very difficult card to grade. But the back looks pretty okay. Looks more minty than the front, so I can understand why I got an 8 for those print lines. Next card, also which suffers issues from the same thing as a Clefairy. The print lines, as you can see right there, there's a little bit of scratching there, and there's a nice little swirly right there. This is from base set 2, and this is what the back looks like. I think both the Chansey and Clefairy I pulled off of these packs, so Oh, next is Polyrath. Damn, I'm not exactly sure. I think I bought this card a good while ago. It's from base set 2 Polyrath. Back looks clean. Front looks pretty okay. As you can see, Cosmos Holofoil. Next card is a pretty cool looking card that I got a long time ago. I got back into Pokemon around 2012, 2013, and I started buying packs. I used to have more of a connection with my brother, and I used to buy him packs and stuff. The XY era, that's how I introduced him to Pokemon. And these was one of the cards that I've kept for a long time. And the Cosmos version only comes in a theme deck, I believe. So definitely a little difficult to find, but it's a beautiful card. It has print lines and such. So the only bad thing about American cards. Next card. Slab from Fusion Strike. As you can see, it's very off-center. I'm not even sure why PSA didn't give it a off-center grade, but it got a PSA 8. So let me see. I'm not even sure there's an alignment dot or anything like that. I guess it was probably. I don't think it's a miscut or anything. It's just very off-center. PSA 8. Pulled that myself. Raichu. Shadowless. PSA 7. I got this back in the day from a Japanese collection. Beautiful looking card. Back looks pretty okay, but as you can see, it has some whitening here, and I kind of see. I don't think this should be a PSA 7. I'd say PSA 6 at most. Oh, next card. This is Evolving Skies Lightning Energy. It's a secret rare. It's a little bit off center, as you can see. So there's the front, and there's the back, and there's the front, and there's the back. I don't know if this is the for the miscuts and stuff. You see like a little white dot right there. Next card I bought last year along with the Dark Charizard. I'm very happy. I had a Charizard when I was a kid. A base set Shadowless Charizard, and I never got to keep it because back in like 2006, 2007, I sold off all the remaining cards from my collection, and I started collecting again back in 2013, 2012, 2013. And here's another card from the XY era, Venusaur EX, which I actually got from a collection here. Beautiful looking card in the front, but the back, as you see, has some issues. I only graded it because it looks pretty fucking fantastic. The next card is Koga's Beedrill and a PSA 7. Beautiful looking card, but I'm guessing there must be some hollow scratches. As you can see here, I can understand the 7. Let's see the back. Back looks pretty okay, so yeah, it's understandable why I got a PSA 7. And the next cards are actually Japanese cards. These start the whole Japanese collection side from me. So let's get it started. The first card is a Japanese band Blackface Chinks, as we call it in the TCG world, collectors and such. The reason is because it actually has a black face. In the American version, they reprinted these and made Jinx's face purplish, so you can see why the difference is. And this is a PSA 10 copy. Very beautiful copy that I've kept. I've had a whole bunch over time. Next copy is also another band card from the Team Rocket set, which is the Naughty Grimer, as I like to call it. The difference between this Grimer and the English Grimer is this Grimer is looking up the girl's skirt, which is kind of perverted, you little pervy Grimer. As you can see, this is a PSA 10. Beautiful looking card, copy and such, so very beautiful. And that was a 25th card, but the last bonus that I'm going to show you is something that a lot of collectors like inducing themselves in. The Misty's Tears, quote-unquote naked Misty's Tears, which she's had. Welcome to a Staryu, and she's quote-unquote naked. This card was updated in English, and Misty's Tears actually became a card that showed Misty's Tears along with Squirtle right next to her, actually trying to take those tears out. Anyway, this is a 25 more cards from my collection. If you guys are still interested, I will be making more videos showing off the rest of my collection here, but I'll keep the rest of the stuff a little bit of a secret. I don't want to show off everything right now because I want you guys to stay tuned. Anyway, if you guys are interested, I also have a couple of binders full of cards and such. I've been collecting for quite a while, and I'm amazed with how much cards I've gotten over time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Have a wonderful day, and keep collecting.